Hello friends, this video is about writing skills. Writing gives you a purpose, improves imagination and flow of words, shows your thoughts, perceptions, feelings, and different emotions. But to start writing, what you require? Yes, idea. Now, we have the concept in mind, then what? But to start we should know which words to use, otherwise, it will create frustration. The first 3 sentences is the most difficult task, but is there any solution to it? And what if someone asked to write in urgent? You actually have less time to think, pick up the book and write. That also is difficult, so in this case, how many of them can write? This is the big questions, isn't it? Your thinking generates ideas, and with the idea you can become creative in your words. This skill is called word power or vocabulary power. You have to take the help of books and many other sources to be perfect in your words, because lots of zigzag words will come to your mind, and your imagination will flow like an ocean. You will realize the true importance of your writing skills. Whether it is an email or writing a minute, the main purpose of writing is completed through these 3 steps, and that is 1. What you already know. 2. What you want to know. 3. What I have learned. When it comes to writing, many things will come to your mind, and you will change in the last minutes. Every video of mine takes a lot of time. Why? Because every day when I start editing I keep on changing and making the best. As my mind says yes, this would be the best task, then only I go ahead with the task. If you will read and then write, you know what it happens? Only the narration of what you have read in the book, you will write that only, on your own vocabulary. But, if you will think and write, your creativity will enhance, your mind will think, what I should write to make it best, you will get exposure, learn to mold the sentences. Take the dictionary. You will have to make a habit of writing on your own, thinking from other perspectives and with lots of effort. I have made these different types of amazing activities. This would help you to write better, and it will make you practice for the future. Let's start with task 1. Complete the story from the story outline. In the village, once lived a man and 2 sons. They had 2 farms. One farm was far and other was very near. Both the son was following father instruction very strictly. Father instructed elder son to always work on farm only, and telling his younger son to visit farm. When their mother came to know that their 2 son is visiting every day to, and younger son to this farm only, mother asked his husband, why you have placed their duty to that farm. Father said, mother agreed. Now, complete this story. Between the blank space, you have to mold and create your own story as per your understanding. After that, read out loudly, make it different and creative. Now your next task would be observation as per the diagram. As per the diagram, write a summary of about 500 words or more. Give a suitable title to it. You can describe the problem, your understanding, your solution. These skills will help you to write an analysis. Analysis is based on facts and needs to be in writing. Now if you see this diagram, what question comes in your mind? Then based on your questions you do research and collect the information. Now, what and how you are using different sources to collect the information, it is up to you. So whatever you get the information, based on it you have to answer the following questions. There are 1. What all is missing? 2. What needs to be done? 3. What are the advantages and disadvantages? 4. Show the analysis of the past, present, and what going to be in the future. 5. From where does this data is taken from? Discuss this problem and aware the community. Practice this kind of writing, as this will help in a number of assignments. You can even name it as analysis writing, research writing, report writing, article writing. I keep creating these kinds of assignments. If you are really interested, then mail on our email ID. All the details are given in the description. Now we'll move to our third task, which is summary writing. They will be 2 different tasks. First, read this paragraph, write the summary of it, and write on your own words more about this topic. Passion. These are the summary. What apart from these on the same topic you can write? I am sure everyone will have their own thoughts and ideas about passion. Think and write creative. Pause the button and read. You can even write as much as you can. Now we'll move to our fourth task, which is the picture says. Yes, pictures says lots of words. One look of the picture says many emotions and different point of view. I know many of them will find it difficult with this task, but you can try. I have given you these two different pictures. Now your task is to write what you can see, feel and think about this picture. If I say see, it means we see pictures with our eyes and our mind. Now, why I am saying mind? Because only non-verbal is what we see, and what we see, our mind reads, and that is unspoken or unwritten words. If I say feel, what instant you get about this picture, and if I say think, it means what possibility you can think about these pictures. It would be your only point of view. Observe carefully and write it creatively. Picture writing will increase our observation power, utilize our senses, and improves intuition. Now we'll move to our fifth task, which is paragraph reading. I have given you just one paragraph to read. You need to answer the questions below. Read it carefully. This is a short description of a girl, her personality, her emotions, and her dilemma. You can pause the video and complete the task. Now we'll move to our sixth task, which is to create your own story. Story writing is such a creative process that is truly an inspiration, especially when you don't know any outline story. Like how I have given in task 1. In task 1 you know the outline story, that is why you would have been able to write. Here Riya is fighting with her inside imagination, as if she doesn't know her story. She is describing her starting blockage, so why she can't write, if she knows the story, right? So, now, imagine you are all Riya, you are all different people. Different people have different stories, and each one will write differently. Why? Because each one thinks differently. It can be possible all might not feel difficulty now, like how Riya is facing. So, open your imagination gate and start writing. After that, answer these 4 questions below. Now we'll move to our 7th task, which is to create a concept map. In this, you have to read and draw the concept map. It is the diagram that you have to show the connection between different relations, which is connected with arrows, and again drawing the geometrical design, that how it is shown over here. It is simply showing the related connections. This is an example how you have to draw the diagram based on the given questions, forming with the main character and connecting them with others. I have given you different names and their relations. Read, draw and connect them, make the complete concept diagram. Now we'll move to our next task, which is 8th. There is 2 different tasks, but you will do 3 things, and you will realize the connection between watching, reading, and writing. How it influences our mind. So task 1 is take any newspapers of your any language, read out loudly. Now check with yourself, have you understood everything at one time? If yes, then very good, but if no, then read out loudly again. Read the full newspaper or magazine. Do this for at least 30 minutes. Okay, if you have read it again, you will realize that you have written effectively. When we observe, we catch different emotions. In the same way, as we read, we catch words, way of writing, and their steps of connecting the sentences effectively. Then our eyes go and see full overview of a page. And we then see all grammatical signs in places. Then the next task is, look at all the pictures from the newspaper by yourself for a few minutes. Just observe the picture. Don't read any articles related to it. After that, write everything on your own, whatever you have observed from that picture. After writing your own article, then read the article from that newspaper and see the difference. Observation is the skill that needs to develop. See the examples in my next slides. Now, the next task is 9th, which is the storyboard, where there is a reflection of circumstances and the movement of the story. So you have to arrange the storyboard according to your storyline. I have given you a total number of characters, which is total only 2 ladies, 2 gents, and 2 kids. Which means they are total 2 ladies, but they are dressed differently according to the circumstances. As you see below, same way with men and kids. Also, we should not change our storyboard, but since this video is for a huge audience, there is the freedom to change, as per your story. Now, your last task, which is 10th. In this you have to make a story, which will be called narration, and then you have to describe the story in detail. Like example, narration is the story overview, and description writing is describing each plot of the story in details. So you have to write according to your own imagination, but it should have logic and should connect with each narration point. It means exploring your own imagination on the basis of narration sentences. So write a narration, keeping in mind a particular character. This character knows every other character, saying in the form of a story, describing the different plots, and completing the story. Example of narration: a girl of 20 years of age completed her studies and became a journalist. For one project he had gone to the hills. There she found a link between 3 different students. Later she found the student talking in different shortcut codes. Found difficult to crack, she used strategies. She found success. And then she wrote any article. Later, after 10 years, her all article were then got published in a book. In her event she is describing her experience. And after writing the narration, then write the description of that narration, describing each and every plot in details. Connect the character with lots of feeling, imagination, emotions, about the particular plot. Description example is that, like how in this story above, link between 3 students. So we don't know who the student was, no information, so in this you have to describe each and every student personality. In the next sentences, she found the code words. So what was the code word? We don't know, right? So describe that. So describing is writing each and every plot in detail. Giving full information, as I have already mentioned, as a storyteller knows everything. So, friends, this was the end of the writing exercise. Kindly practice and comment for any queries. I will share lots of videos like this. If you wish, you can share. Sharing knowledge is good. Thank you and all the best.